Okay, I know I said I wasn't gonna do it all, but you know what? Screw it. Let's just have a marathon. Let's just finish this stuff. The headphones in dark environment are recommended. This game requires blah blah blah. Oh, I thought that was a down scrolling thing. Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Now this is a different version of the Our Father I know, so I'm not too sure what uh what it who it belongs to. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. What is the in there? Could be Protestant or something. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Give us each day our daily bread. Whatever. The message is still the same, I guess. So Father Bob is taking his clothes off. Forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who trespass, as we ourselves forgive our debtors. Sorry about that. And lead us not into temptation. Just like reflex. By the way, there's like this snapping sound, but deliver us from evil. So punishing himself, and bam, amen, brother. Developed by Enrique Cabezon, Mauricio Garcia. This is these guys are really Spanish. All right. Oh, there you go. Original music by Carlos Viola. That's the guy I put in the description. I didn't know the credits. Of course, the credits say his name. I just didn't think about that. That's just ridiculous. We'll lower the volume a little, because I might be yelling a bit, and that is only because I can't hear shit. Beta testers. You gotta be pretty cool, you know. You get to play a game, get to give your opinion on it, and get your name in the credits. Not bad. I wonder if beta testers require any skills whatsoever, or if they just grab random people. I really have no idea. Oh, by the way, they are taking donations, so they might not make part 3 or part 4 unless they get enough money. Now tell me, where are you? What do you see? But I think that they'll probably get enough money, but I mean they wouldn't if everyone had my attitude and just didn't give them anything. But I like to blame it on the fact that I make $7 an hour and I'm not in liberty to just give money away. But spread the word if you can. That's always good. Who is it? Is it him? Anthony? Answer me. Answer me. Nope. So he's obviously having nightmares from the prologue and chapter 1. You can hear his breathing. Some guy seems to either playing the violin or holding a baby. What is she doing? Get closer. Get close to Anna. No idea who Anna is, by the way. Nope. Dramatic drum roll, and the baby is gone. Really sucks that I can't figure out how to get the bloody audio. When I count to 3, you'll wake up. If anybody knows a program that you can just record, like the window audio on a separate, like I can just record both at the same time. I guess like, but it's just I have to edit that and just this is so much easier because it just publishes it directly as a oh as a call. 3 now wake up, wake up. You can now rest, Mr. DeWitt. That will be enough for today. Are these sessions all really necessary? I am confident it is the best course of treatment for your symptoms. Now, did you ever see him again? I saw it. What did you see? Can you describe it? I struggled to find the adequate words. Adequate. It looked like an eye. Now, if I just tell him, it's defeating the purpose of going to a psychiatrist. It's very hard to describe, something beyond human logic. He was bathed in darkness, not a darkness of shadow, but of malice, a sinister force lying in wait. There you go. It communicates not in the language of a human tongue, but in the language of fear. The tendrils of this fear creep and entangle my soul, swallowing me within the maw of its darkness. I resist, yet am drawn to the eye. See, that makes me think that they just changed the first sentence no matter what you said, because he said I at the end, and my choice didn't include an I. I can understand why you are disturbed, Mr. DeBit. With your permission, I would like to consult on your case with a colleague of mine, a man I've known for many years who is more versed in modern psychological practices. Okay. I think his knowledge and experience would be very helpful in enabling us to understand your condition. If you think it would help, doctor, I leave it in your hands. The agony grows increasingly unbearable, and if you believe this man can help me, then I welcome his aid. Thank you, Dr. Wakefield. I bid you good evening. These names are all ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry, they just are. Anthony, my friend, what really happened to you? How could you have left? How could you let your wife Anna die so awfully? Like Anthony and Anna are okay, but that other guy, well, I can't really remember his name. It was just funny. The doctor at the beginning. These doubts consume my soul. I hardly remember the time. Oh, damn it, sorry. I confess that beyond your enduring friendship, I can recall a little of those years. Were your words a result of the increasing loss of sanity? Of an increasing loss of sanity. In your letter, you wrote that someone awaits me. So I'm guessing Anna died. A warning to ward me off from genuine danger, or merely the ravings of a brilliant mind addled by insanity. This kind of reminds me of Heavy Rain, a little. Something stirs uneasily within my heart that will not rest easily again until I go back to boarding school and find out what secrets may lay within. Dot dot dot. Farewell, Mr. and Mrs. Beechworth. Rest now in peace. Beechworth. Anthony stares out the window. Anthony stares at the lamppost. Anthony stares at the fireplace. He seems to be alone in all these pictures. Maybe that's his experience at boarding school. Being alone. Or maybe this is how he got to boarding school. Like, they just wanted to show us him thinking about it and then just going. Memories. Memories. There's a postcard inside the mailbox. Dear Matthew, it has been several months since I still have heard no news from you. My brother insists that you have abandoned me, but I am sure you remain true. I know that you would never do that to me, for I know your heart and honesty of your eyes. I got this address from the hospital in London and pray that it reaches you safely. If that's the case, I want you to know that I will always be waiting for you. Forever yours, Juliet Holloway. Juliet. Let's remember that name. The Angel Gabriel School, the school emblem. I remember it being very pristine, but it looks neglected and dirty now. I don't know why though, because I've played this game before, and actually recently, and there's this guy who's supposed to be cleaning the place. A stone eagle lies on the floor. It appears to have been broken off the fountain. Maybe they just pay him to clean everything but, the... Oh, before I go in, let's explore the outside. That's always more fun. A locked wood coffin, badly finished. It seems whoever made it was a bit rushed to finish. Well, you have to get corpses out of the way. Good evening. I hope you're right and this indeed be a good evening. Okay. Weird grammar. My name is David. I didn't know there was a cemetery here. My pleasure, Mr. David. I am Frank Baldwin. Don't ask me why, but Monsignor especially ordered me to bury the corpses here. Okay. Why? Did he order the did he order to bury corpses here? Why? I don't understand. Don't ask me why. Why, sir? What is here to understand, Mr. David? God has forsaken this place. Ah, don't you know? Here we take care of patients. I'm an old alumnus. I used to attend the school. It's been a long time since this is not a boarding school anymore. The building is now used as a nursing home run by nuns. A former student, eh? I never heard anybody in the village speak fondly of the school. They say it closed overnight and nobody knows why. Not a lot was known about it. Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work. Have a nice evening, alumnus Devitt. I sense some sarcasm, sir. Have a good day, sir. Ooh, an old fishing net. But of course, or, rocks. And many years adrift have perfectly smoothed this flotsam, that's a new word, into a small log. Alright, let's pick up the flotsam. The Lost Pilgrim, a sea stack older students at the school would used to climb. Somewhere up there are my initials. Now perhaps all these texts sound kind of weird at some point because the game was originally made in Spanish. I know that the creators of the game are Spanish, so it might be that it was lost in translation, you know? The cliff somehow looks very inviting. I wonder how many poor souls have jumped from it. Alright, so he's having suicidal thoughts. Nothing to worry about then, I guess. Alright, let's just see the cliff from here, right? I guess you can't. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if... Do English speakers have a bigger gaming market than Spanish speakers? Uh, I know America has a big... Well, you know, the United States has a big gaming culture. But I mean, I would think... I mean, Mexico has a pretty big gaming culture, and I'm not too sure. I guess if you wanted to expand, and then you would probably make it in Japanese too. Although there's always somebody who does that, I guess. Pardon me, sister. Good evening, sister. Good evening. I'm Mother Elizabeth. What brings you here, Mr. DeWitt? I am a former student of this boarding school. As you can see, Mr. DeWitt, this stopped being an academic institution a long time ago, and it is now exclusively dedicated to prayer and the well-being of the patients under our care. I see. Even so, may I please speak to Mr. DeWitt? I am afraid we are too busy to start wasting time talking about past issues. In addition, there is little to say. We sisters arrived here after the boarding school had been closed. Everybody but Monsignor, of course. Monsignor? Exactly. But you didn't answer my question. Why have you come to this place, Mr. DeWitt? I don't want to speak of it. To be honest, I prefer not to talk about it. I couldn't tell you why this place is so important to me, but it is. A lot. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Mr. DeWitt. I'll let you stay here. I hope you won't regret my decision. Don't worry, Mother. Thank you. Hmm? That was easy. Oh, takes off the coat. Oh, there you go. That's DeWitt. David DeWitt? Who was that other guy? Doctor. I'm sorry, but I'm not a doctor. Pay him no mind, for he has been delirious for some days. I'm Miss Mary Vinge, and this is my brother Matthew. Juliet, cough. Why have you left me? Why don't you answer my letter? Cough. My letter. You see, the poor man is still obsessed with his wife. He won't accept that she left him months ago, my poor Matthew. I'm very sorry, Miss Vinge. I hope he recovers. Thank you. Wow. You know, I just happen to have a letter from Juliet. Mr. Vinge, I think this letter's addressed to you. Oh, thank you. Leave it to me. You'd be so kind as you can see my brother's too weak to read it. Well, Matthew, let's see what written to you. Oh, it's a letter from our mother. Dear Matthew, I hope you are recovering. I wish that your beloved sister... Blah, blah, blah. She's making shit up. Among the baggages, I can see a pack of letters bound by twine. And bound by twine, I take 'em. Miss Binge is making up the letter's contents, you think? Let's see what she says. Dot, dot, dot. Do you remember the good times we used to spend, the three of us, at... Dot, dot, dot. You know how alone Mother feels since you left? Alright. My letters, all the letters I wrote to dear Juliet, you never posted them, but why, Mary? Why? Why would you do such a cruel thing? Why? How could you? Yeah, bitch, how could you? I refuse to see how inappropriate a match she is for you. Ah. Her only interest is in marrying someone of your status, of our family status. Of your family status? You can't even afford a hospital. You're, you're in a nursing home run by nuns. What family status do you have? Oh my god. You only thought of yourself, of your vanity. I cannot bear to look upon you any more, Mary. Leave me be. From this day forth you are no sister of mine. You dare banish me? I, who have stayed by your side all through your illness. Very well, Matthew. You will have your way. Oh my god, that is the first time I see an argument go by so smoothly. I will leave you, and then you will see how very alone you are. Farewell, brother. What the hell was that? Thanks to the Lord that you have come to reveal my sister's cruelty, sir. Please take this coin as a token of my appreciation. It is my lucky coin. I hope it will serve you better than it had myself. I see what you mean, Matthew, but don't worry about it. I thank you for this coin. A magazine entitled Weird Tales. DuckTales? Would you happen to be reading DuckTales? What happened to you? Are you alright? There was a rhythmic sound like breathing. But when? Last night I felt an increasing pressure on my temples, something dry and rough like tree bark rush against my leg, and I saw something on the wall like a growing shadow. I lit the lamp and there was nothing. Madam? The poor woman is falling into an uneasy but fitful sleep. He is quite pale, young boy. He is asleep. Hmm. Please help. Petey. Petey? Is that how you say it? Petey. I am sorry you cannot be here. Is there somewhere I can help? Don't worry about it, sir. The Lord looks after each and every one of our patients. He will provide you with all the help you need. If you wish, you can pray there next to the statue of Our Lady. Do you think she is beautiful? The Virgin listens to those in need. The Virgin Mary makes this place even more mournful if that is possible. Oi, 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 oi. I unlock the door, so that leads to the outside. A picture of the Virgin Mary gazing at you, supposedly to portray a sympathy and compassion for you. However, she seems to look more pained than sorrowful here. So overall, we're getting like a sorrowful ambiance around this place. It is a nursing home, and a lot of the people are dying. I'll grab that music box. Now, I only know this because I played this before, but it took me forever to figure this out. But if you use the coin on the music box, it plays music, so go figure. Dear brother, I have received your letter and I'll try to write more frequently. I hope you are studying a lot and feel comfortable where there. Sorry. We miss you a lot. When are you coming back? Father is in bed with a fever and I do not feel very well, but I'm on medication. Today is my birthday and I'm feeling blue. It's a quiet and boring Sunday at the village. Mum is going to cook a lemon cake as those then Grandma used to make. What? As those then Grandma used to make. And I wish we could eat it together. That is either British or wrong. Right back soon. I'm looking forward to knowing how you're doing, what you're learning, how Scotland, and so on. A big hug and think about you a lot, your dear sister. It might be Scottish though. Is this like Scottish English? I have no idea. Father Ernest seemed unusually troubled today. Several times he paused abruptly in the middle of a lecture for no reason, even during his favorite class, theology. A father's favorite class, theology. He was very irritable. Collins made a comment and was expelled from class for it. And even DeWitt was admonished just for reading the philosophy book. I hope Father Ernest doesn't turn his ire towards me. My father will be disappointed if I fail to get good marks. It was very disconcerting to see Father Ernest entering a class so pale and sweaty. In the middle of the lecture, he stumbled, dazed, and had to sit. Father Eugene taught in our theology class today. Even though he doesn't know the subject matter as well as Father Ernest, when we asked him what had happened to Father Ernest, Father Eugene told us that he had taken ill. What worries me is now that Father Eugene is also starting to look unwell. It's been a month since we last saw Father Ernest. We're told that he's sick, but if he's so ill, why hasn't the physician come to treat him? Isn't this like a hospital too? My studies are flagging out, but I haven't taken it upon myself to read on my own. I hope this helps as I just succeed in spite of the problems happening around us. It was announced this morning that the school is closed. None of us know why and we can't get it straight. Oh, this was when the school was still open. They each dodge our questions and I'm starting to think that they may not know the answers themselves. Their anxiety is palpable. Though they try to hide it behind the calm face. But what about Father Ernest? I hear he alone is to remain after we vacate the premises. There's a picture in the diary. Um, it seems to be a lot of pixel boys. It's a photographer in my graduating class. I see myself and Father Ernest and Anthony. I don't remember the names of the others. Our one face has been completely scratched out. So if he only remembers Anthony, I'm gonna guess he had a selective group of friends. The books on these shelves are old and musty. Theology is the dominant subject. Red carpet. There's an odd sentence written on the board. In death there is hope, in death there is life. One must seek its true nature to understand the nothing. So, if I had to guess and interpret this, I'd say he says that death gives life meaning. One must seek its true nature before understanding the nothing. It looks like there has been there for years as if the chalk has faded someplace. So, the true nature of death. Now, nature, as I interpret it, is the origin of something, right? The very ground base upon which it grows from. So the nature of death, if I had to guess, would be the reason for which we die. And I don't know, that's what I'm guessing the priest is investigating. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention this, but this lady won't let us open this door. Mr. DeVitt, you are not allowed to get in there. And you are sassy. A dusty old tapestry from the Virgin with the Virgin Mary with baby Jesus in her arms. A worn out and faded tapestry of Jesus Christ. A syringe next to a flask with a label that says morphine. I'm guessing it contains morphine. Good evening, sister. Sister? All this suffering, all these tears, all our prayers unanswered. What do you mean, sister? All these years entrusted to the Lord, praying, looking for a sign, for something that can give me strength. Every day I hear them cry, pray, scream, and die. And what for? Where are you, Lord? Why don't you answer me? Oh, this is cliche, but I can't tell. Maybe there is no Lord, she's none. Certainly yes, but I don't ask for much, just something to go on, a path to follow. I can't go on, not like this, excuse me, sir. Now, if you play the music for this wonderful woman, he walks to the middle of the room, and oh, what a beautiful melody. It reminds me of my youth when I was vibrant and full of purpose. I knew my path back then. Oh, may God bless you, for you have given me the sign I was looking for. Woman, you have a good day. You may be the only character I like in this game. It reminds me of my youth when I was vibrant and full of purpose. I knew my path back then. Oh, may God bless you. Wait, she just said it again. All right, where's my mouse? What the hell happened? Are you serious? Oh my God. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can. Okay. For some reason the game just got stuck and I couldn't click anything. I'm just gonna repeat this really fast. I hope you don't mind. If I just skip through the task and yeah, just hope it doesn't get stuck again. That's kind of weird. A lot of dry leaves have been accumulated in a hole of this old rusty pipe. They are blocking the water stream. Alright. From this vantage, I can see the roofs of Aberdeen beyond the copse of trees. That was pretty. Alright, let's see if we can get the leaves out of the way. The hole has very sharp and rusty edges. If I try to put my hand in it, I could cut myself. Okay, so hit it with a stone. There you go. I blunted the sharp edges with the pipe, and now I need not fear being cut. You could have been careful, you know. And plus, hitting it with a stone is just. The net should catch anything that comes down the pipe. You know, that's what I thought. Alright, so apparently we obviously have to drain something down the pipe and then just go back for it. Now this doesn't look suspicious. Another tapestry, though I remember from my school days the student dormitory was here. You think something's behind that? You know, you think so, dude? A broken mirror. There's a protruding piece. Grab it, of course. Just a couple of old towels. The showers, old, rusty, and poorly maintained. Why? I mean, shouldn't they still be using them? I can already open the tap with no risk of losing the shiny object. What shiny object? Oh, there you go. There's a puddle in the shower hole with something shining under the grating. I can't see it properly. All right, so open the water. Shiny thing is absorbed. Let's go get it. I would think that the nuns would still shower, and they have that guy in the back digging holes to bury bodies. Why can't he just clean stuff around the house too, or the fountain for that matter? All right. Still can't believe that sister with that was hiding the letters. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like If if his girlfriend was truly marrying him for money, like, shouldn't he have like a lot of money to like have that excuse available? I mean, I'm not saying that nursing homes are bad, like take care of you badly, but I mean they're not expensive. It's certainly not the type that elites go to. Let's see. It seems that there are still hopes to bring my wife back. Not to mention it's his wife. Like, my God. Let's see. Alright, so if you put the teardrop on Mary's eye, I place a glass tear in the hollow of the virgin's cheek. It seems that it fits perfectly. Don't ask me how it got to the drain. It just did. And if you use the mirror, this is kind of funky. Check it out. He starts reflecting the light and like freaking her out. And then she goes like, "Oh my God, it is a sign. Oh, our mother, is she crying? Oh my Lord, what does it mean?" The other guy, the guy's just yelling, "Petey, Petey, what have I done? What have we done? Petey, Petey, Peter." All right, sir. Please help. You must help me cough. What can I do? What's wrong with you? There is little time. I tell them about my pain. I describe the unbearable endless pain, and yet they do not listen. They pass me by without even looking at me. They saw that they're praying for me, but it does not cure my ailment. But, sir, I know, I beseech you, you will be saving me from horrible torture. I will be terribly indebted to you. He wants me to kill him. I guess I could find the courage to help you. I don't know if I'd have the courage for that. Let's be honest with it, because I don't really know this man. Um, you asked me to shoulder a terrible burden. I will speak to Mother Elizabeth to see if there's anything more she can do for you. I understand the magnitude of what I'm asking. Thanks anyway, sirs. Alright, so he wants me to kill him though. And I mean, I guess if he is in pain, and there's obviously something sinister going on. Let me speak with Elizabeth, see what she has to say. Do you take care of patients here? Of course, Mr. DeVitt. We tend both to the physical and spiritual needs of those in our care. Does the Monsignor live here? Indeed, he was a priest and a professor before he became a Monsignor and started to lead this place. Can I talk to him? I'm afraid that's impossible. Monsignor has left the instructions that he should not be disturbed, not even by one of his sisters. By one of the sisters, sorry. Who is Mr. Baldwin? Monsignor instructed me to take him on as a caretaker. Many of his sisters find him to be a bit strange, but he performs his work well and complains little. Have there been many deaths lately? That's a strange question. Sadly, the Lord is. Oh no, I guess it's a hospital. Alright. One of the patients wishes to die. No more than there is being done by the mortal hands, Mr. Vitt. It isn't the God for alone to decide the moment of his release. That's all I can do for him. Take this to him. Thank you, Mother. I'll leave you to your duties. The Holy Bible. Let's see what it says. A worn out Bible whose passages have become yellowed and brittle by the passing of time. I love that old book smell. This is just so fantastic. Alright. Nope. A letter. Maybe he transformed into a piece of paper. There was a note on the bed. Alright, let's read it. Baldwin lies, 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 Baldwin lies. Oh my god, it would have been funny if it just kept going. Like another page of it. Alright, let's see what happens. Noise is coming from inside the coffin. What the hell? I'm guessing he's not a Jehovah's Witness. Alright, let's keep going. Ooh. Is this Mr. Baldwin? Wipes his sweat out. Tell me about Monsignor. I can't really say. After all these years, I've never seen the man. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't exist. But Mother Elizabeth told me that Monsignor specifically requested you to be hired. I'm flattered. My reputation precedes me, but I still can't tell you anything more about the man. Go back to work, you. Okay, so toolbox there. I have to distract them. Have you ever read the Bible, sir? I guess I have to investigate the other thing first. I can't open the coffin with my own hands. The lid is nailed. Okay, now I can do it, I guess. Alright. It looks like his toolbox. I wonder if there's something useful in it. Might be able to take a look. Please don't touch my things. I understand that feeling. Alright. Tell me about Mother Elizabeth. She's pretty strict, I can tell you that much, Mr. Vid. I don't think she likes me much either. Tell me about this place. Well, the construction of the building was ordered by Episcopal Church of Aberdeen in 1805. Tell me about Aberdeen. It was the place where I was born and raised, one of the biggest cities in Scotland. He just starts talking about a city. The highest point of the city. Oh, you seem distracted, Mr. Vid. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll leave it to your work, sir. Have a nice evening, alumnus David. He seems strangely educated for a, you know, like, I'm not saying those people aren't educated, I just think he, like, speaks like some sort of pompous ass, you know what I mean? The darkness of his eyes. Uh, his body is petrified. He has a look of sheer terror in his eyes. Oh my god, what has happened? Talk to me! Mother Elizabeth is trying to make him come to his senses, and now we can hear the. Can't read the Bible to them. You can listen to the insidious type noises right now. So the music is getting pretty intense. Pity, pity. Giulietta. Ponte Giulietta. I wonder if I can still grab the morphine. Like, I know she said. Can I? No, I don't think I can. Huh. That was weird. Could have sworn I clicked the door. A lot of glitches going on in that room. Let's stay away from it. Alright. A large, bright, yellow ornate key. Alright. And there are papers on which Mother Elizabeth was working. Cause of death. Pleuresia. A clear expression of terror on the patient's paralyzed face was found at the time of death. We found the patient dead, emaciated, and the paleness in the body. The patient suffered severe hallucinations minutes before death, screamed and shook until the opiates started to take effect. During the autopsy, we found some strange black marks on his finger. He died while he was sleeping. Blank. The patient did not seem to have depressive symptoms or suicidal tendencies. The patient was admitted with serious symptoms of poisoning. So dealing with some pretty, like, these people aren't just dying because they seem to all have, well, I guess old people do the sicknesses and get it. But I mean, it seems like it's not easy for the nuns. But I mean, don't look into his eyes. Because dwells, what? Because dwells in his eyes. Because what dwells in his eyes? The deepest darkness. Oh, because the deepest darkness dwells in his eyes, is that it? Come in, my son. Do you think I could hide these books from me? You could hide these books from me? They are just classic literature books, father. Socrates and Aristotle. Silence! Instruments of falsehood, you'll mean. Fallacies coming from the snake. Now, son, get on your knees and raise your arms. What? Apologize to the Lord. Pray to the Lord. What the hell is going on? Malum in se, evil in itself. A strange eye-shaped symbol. Might it be an eye? Ooh, not scary. Ooh. Eye of the bird. Crosses. I remember this room. Lord, Your eyes burn me. I don't deserve mercy or forgiveness, O Lord. Have mercy on my soul. Who are you sending me? Is death to whom you are handing me over? Has my hourglass already run out of sand? Father Ernest. Ernest, it's been many years since I last heard that name. Since. Oh, I see. Father, I'm here to be able to remember. You have to help me, I beg you. Please, entreaties, petitions, praying, torment, exemption, past times bring us just misfortune and pain. Father Ernest, I was one of your students. One of my old students who say it's only the Lord who teaches us. We must all follow his ordinances and disciples. Get closer, son. Come pray next to me. Why not? He has large burns covering his eyes. He is completely blind. Despite his decrepitude, extreme thinness, and paleness, I can still recognize Father Ernest, but he seems far away, like in another world. That's not good. Glory to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be. Now, my son, tell me which one of his voice, the sharp sword, the wise quill, or the delicate petal. Now, he wants to hear the third answer, and either one of the other answers, he'll just call you a blasphemer. So, I mean, I don't know if it's a third answer. I guess it's I I remember getting the third answer right like on the last time, and something different happened. So I'm just gonna choose whatever he wants to hear and see if anything special happens. Oh, I missed. No, that's not good. All right, well, let's might as well miss all of them on purpose then. I'm guessing he wants to hear the blessed penance, so I'm just gonna give him the wise virtue and ram it up his ass. No, 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 your soul is embraced by darkness. And now, my son, tell the Lord, who are you, the faceless pilgrim, the gate guard, or the lost seaman? Lost seaman. Oh, priest jokes. Alright, so I'm guessing he wants to hear the lost seaman, so I'm just gonna give him the gate guard because that job would be awesome. The gate guard. No, there is no salvation for your soul. Now leave me alone, I have to purify my soul. Oh, yeah, let's just leave. Not. Mumble, mumble. The eye calls me. You have to wait for him to pray, because otherwise he can hear you. Dear God in heaven, I feel for you. Your light is in my eyes. I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I feel in you. Your eyes are in my soul. I will burn it for you. Dear God in heaven, I fear myself in you. Your sword is in my hands. I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I hate myself in you. My blame is in your heart. I will burn myself for you. So it seems he thinks he has to. Oh my God! Did you guys ever play? Um, what's that game called? Heavy Rain, where there's this guy who has these crosses all over the walls, just like this. I'm guessing it's not a new idea, but it just looks really similar. Anyway, Father apparently is burning himself in penance. I'm not really a big fan of pain for finding enlightenment, but whatever. What the hell just happened? Oh God. Okay. The game is stuck again. I'm just gonna reload it and see what happens. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Is that good? Sorry, I got confused there. Okay. I'm back. Turns out I just have to reload it. I use the wooden stump as a handle. I can use this to cut. In malum say, in malum say. So what did I have to cut? Oh, the upstairs. Oh, oh, this is really good. I think this is the best out of all like 3 games of the series. This is the best part. Check it out. Another tapestry though. I don't remember from my school. Days the student dormitory was here. All right. So obviously I need an axe to cut through this tapestry. I couldn't just, you know, spread it out. Yeah. And finally, our expert on philosophy, Jeremiah DeWitt, shows up. Where were you, my friend? We've been looking all over for you. Well, as I was saying, tonight is the perfect moment for our next meeting, but I suspect that someone outside of our group is secretly surveilling us. Who is it, Anthony? My dear friends, it is Professor Glynn. So, Father Ernest? Certainly, no doubt about it. Therefore, my dear colleagues, I have decided to change the venue for tonight's meeting. Have you decided? Have you noticed the lounge behind the small door of the dining room? I believe convenient. To borrow the key for our necessities, you already know at 12 o'clock you'll find that door open. and I'll be inside the lounge. That is, my dearest colleagues. That's it, my dearest colleagues. Vidata Nikis Siat. Vidata Nikio Siat. Whatever that means. They repeated it on the first game also. Wait a minute. Let me just serve myself some water. Uh, just take a little pause from our adventure and think about what's been happening so far. So, Priest punishing himself, burning his eyes out. Apparently thinks he's serving God. I remember that it was in this furniture we used to keep some sort of our personal belongings. Now it is empty. This guy, he's having all these flashbacks. His friend Anthony, he killed himself. The walls are in complete disarray. I could probably punch through if I tried. I don't see what that would do it for us, but okay. I remember this bed where I used to sleep when I was a student here. So, he's getting his memories back. And why not take a nap? And, you know, the father, he really is, like, into this stuff. So I'm guessing it's either because he believes he's serving God or because, something took possession of him. That's my theory, at least. Mr. Rabbit was jumping through the forest in a warm spring afternoon. This is it. This is the best part. I just like it because it's just so so much just like storytelling, other than just looking around, finding stuff. I'm going through the bush. Mr. Rabbit ran into Mr. Wolf, Mr. Vulture, and Mr. Snake and Mr. Pink, who were having a heated argument. Why do I get to be Mr. Snake? Why can't I be Mr. Wolf? Alright, can we go right? There seems to be like a big red curtain covering the walls just to make it all look more sinister. Mr. Rabbit, curious, asked them, "Dearest, why are you arguing this beautiful and cheerful spring afternoon?" Mr. Rabbit, you so polite. Let's see. Mr. Wolf answered politely, "What we are trying to decide here is who of us will have the pleasure to eat you up." "Ah, my dearest Wolf, who of us will have the pleasure of eating me up?" Mr. Rabbit, really scared, said, "But I don't want to be eaten, I want to live." "Well, you can't do both, Mr. Rabbit." To which Mrs. Snake answered, smiling, "That's impossible to happen, Mr. Rabbit, since we all, both you and us, are going to die sooner or later, don't you think so?" Alright. Mr. Vulture added, "Mrs. Snake is right. We should stick to the issue at hand. It's getting late, and as you see, we do not agree. Do you want to help us decide, Mr. Rabbit? Who would you suggest to be the one that eats you?" Now, if I had to pick, I'd pick the wolf, I guess, 'cause he'd kill me quicker. Uh, After thinking about it for a while, Mr. Rabbit came up with an idea and carefully said, "I guess the snake would be the worst." "I got it. Why not or a bird? He just pecking at you until you die. I mean, maybe the snake has like venom." "I got it. Why not organize a race? The first one who arrives at the forest clearing will have the privilege to eat me. No doubt Mr. Wolf can run at high speed, but Mr. Vulture can go flying and avoid any obstacle, and I'm sure that Mrs. Snake knows all the shortcuts within the forest. I guess the competition is balanced. What do you think?" "I think you should have just ran the second they told you they were gonna eat you, but whatever." The three predators agreed that it was fair, so they started the race and they quickly disappeared. Oh, there you go. Cunning rabbits. Actually, I don't know if any of you get read Watered Ship Down, but I mean, I have to read that book. I like rabbits, I guess. That book is awesome, by the way. It's like Lord of the Rings with rabbits. Mr. Rabbit, happy to trick them, started running at high speed in the opposite direction of the predators who, eager to prove their worth, didn't realize the trick. I guess I must have overfed Watership Down. It's just a really cool story, if you like it. I mean, nothing to do with this, of course. Well, I guess it is sort of like this because it's like a lesson taught by a rabbit. Like, rabbit, being wittier than the rest of the animals. Mr. Rabbit was far away from there, and he finally felt safe, happy and proud of his cunning, but suddenly there was a loud bang. The earth shook, frightened birds flew, and everything went dark. The end. This doesn't make any sense. Oh. Now, this is really cool, because right when those rabbit pops, right when they pop in, the music starts getting really eerie, and as you can tell, they just follow you around. Uh, can I exit the door actually? Oh, I can. Oh, and when I come back, the music is done. Well, that's kind of weird actually. They still turn around to look at you. It's not that scary though without the music. It's just like rabbits looking at me. Hmm. The impossible love, an impossible love. Sorry. There's something that I kept for myself for a long time. What is it, my love? And the thing that I love you, I have always loved you, is that I love you. Sorry. Since the first time I saw you, since the first time I felt your frozen hands. Okay. Kinda fucked up. Each time I moved away from you, I miss your glassy, empty, dead eyes. I understand. I miss your rough hair, your grayish skin, your stench. Alright. So, I'm guessing they're trying to describe her as dead. But our love just can't be. It's an impossible love. Ta-da! Alright. That was intense. Ooh. No, not again. How long have I been sleeping? What was that all about? Why are my pants wet? In the nightmares I found a place in my memories. I must become a Jehovah's Witness. Convert the non-believers. The music is getting intense, I just noticed. Bam, 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 doo 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 doo. So in the dream, actually, I don't know if you noticed, but we were actually walking through this house just with a different background, and this is the hallway where there were a lot of windows, and we found like the last parts of the story, and inside this door is where the rabbits popped out. And if I remember correctly, at the end, I was brought to this spot. Yep. This is where we opened the trap door and we saw that weird ass movie. From here sprouts a horrible stench. There's something down there. Might as well go, whatever. Do you see it? Did you see it? It was there just in front of me. He was screaming. Well, this guy's not having a nice day. He is dead. His face is contorted in an expression of his objective horror. Let us read the Bible to him. What do you do with this Bible? I don't get it. The stretchers used to carry the corpses here. Who is behind all this? As a fun fact, if you actually tell the guy that you're willing to kill him, the guy who eventually gets put in that coffin outside, you grab the morphine from the desk, and you actually get the choice to kill this guy with the morphine. I thought I was gonna read the Bible to him, but I guess that didn't work out. He must have been dead at least a week, still bearing an expression of horror. The stretchers used to carry the corpse here. Who is behind all this? He is dead. His face is contorted and express an expression of abject horror. The decayed corpse of a young woman seems as if she had been devoured by an animal. That's not good. The walls are splattered with dry blood. So someone has been doing some weird shit with the people who die at this hospital. Or he's been killing them before they die. Punctual is always the vit. Now all that remains is to introduce our guest. You may come in now, Professor. Father Ernest. Don't worry, my friend. I invited him to join us this evening. The professor generally shares our curiosity. Who better to complete our group than the one most renowned theologist? Moreover, we mustn't ban those who are willing to explore beyond the veil. The moment we have long awaited now has arrived. Please, all of you, take a seat, and we shall begin the procedure. Soon shall the door be open, and then we shall finally see what lies beyond. Now I ask you to close your eyes. You will feel a momentary prick as I inject you with the serum. Inject you with the serum? What the hell? Why would you inject each other with serum before a meeting up? Unless it's that kind of meeting, but you know. Even after all these years, I have not forgotten your voice. You are the fourth witness. I remember. I remember now what happened. What is that we saw? The eye of the bird, Malumin say, evil within itself. What happened to us? What is it that we witnessed? You must tell me. We must make me understand what my mind cannot fathom. Oh, excuse me. It was our curiosity that damned us. We opened that which shall not be opened. In doing so, we swore in the veil that separated our world from his. In seeking the vision, we ourselves seen by the eye of the bird. So they summoned the bird, a demon creature. The eye of the bird saw us, it remembered us, it took us, it looks for us, it calls us from its dark nest in its abominable lair. Abominable lair, sorry. All these years I have attempted to return to it, but I have no strength left. These poor wretched creatures are too fragile, they lack the sight in return. Not one of them has returned, only us, the four witnesses. Who are the other two? Where are they? Did this appear as you did? I haven't heard from any of you, but I was seized by curiosity, was absconded with my faith, and deprived me of sanity. O Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. Sorry about that. Alright. Nothing remains. All that is left now is surrender to him. Gravely we have sinned, and our only solution is to burn in the flames. So that's why he was burning his eyes out, burning his palms, because he felt he had released an evil into the world that he couldn't atone for. And now he's gone all Tibetan priest on us, but you know, he doesn't really he really is just burning himself because he feels he should suffer. Oh, and there's the hammer, bro. And believe it or not, this is where part 2 ends. I have no idea what part 3 is about. You can actually play it if you give a small donation at their webpage, which, if you want to do, I think is always cool. Um, but if I had to guess, I'd say it's about meeting the other two gentlemen, because it's four. They're planning to make 4 parts. I don't know if they're planning to make more, and they do have 4 friends. So, like 4 friends at that meeting with the father. So maybe the other games are gonna be about meeting his friends. I don't know, but I can't play them right now because they're not out yet. So I guess for now I'll just upload this. The adventure continues in chapter 3. Let's draw a description by Jarg. Oh, these are like the credits. So yeah, thank you for watching. Once chapter 3 comes out, I'll see if I can upload that. For now though, I'm kind of tired and I guess I'll finally go to sleep. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Sorry if you didn't. It's not for you then. Um, it's not for most people, I guess. This is like a pretty weird thing to watch, but I had fun doing it, and I guess that's what counts. And if you like my videos, I guess I'll see you later. Be sure to send me a message. I'd love to talk with people, see if they can give me any suggestions as to whatever I only want to improve. So, yeah, see you.